The Red Bull RB19 emerged as a rare phenomenon in Formula One, one of those projects that appear only once in a long time and operate on a level completely different from everything around them. From the very first moments of the season, it carried the feeling that it was not built simply to win, but to set a new standard of control, efficiency, and speed. Every movement of the RB19 seemed guided by a precise rhythm, almost clinical in its execution, as if the car was always one step ahead of the race itself. It moved with a remarkable lightness, cutting through the air with natural ease and maintaining stability in situations where other cars struggled, which turned the RB19 into a machine that felt inevitable. The season became a sequence of moments in which the world slowly realized it was witnessing something special, and that sensation grew with every round. The RB19 conquered each circuit with the confidence of a machine that understood its power completely. The combination of strong downforce, smooth acceleration, firm braking, and total control over tire wear created a level of dominance almost unheard of. Throughout the entire championship, it behaved like a car with no real weaknesses. It adapted to extreme heat, sudden rain, short tracks, long tracks, endless straights, and tight sequences of corners without ever showing vulnerability. This versatility turned the RB19 into almost an entity within the imagination of fans, because every race carried the feeling that Red Bull was operating in an entirely different universe compared to the rest of the grid. Max Verstappen found in the RB19 the perfect companion to elevate his talent to an extraordinary level. The connection between driver and machine became so natural that his driving looked choreographed at times, with every corner flowing as if it belonged to a single continuous movement. His fast laps came with a rhythm that seemed unreachable for any rival, and even when he managed pace or preserved tires, he remained out of reach. Verstappen used the car as an extension of instinct and reflex, trusting every response, every tiny correction, and every shift in direction. He drove the RB19 with a confidence that transformed victories into almost routine events, even though they never stopped being impressive because of the authority with which they were earned. Visually, the RB19 was nearly hypnotic. The way it gained traction out of corners showed the strength of the mechanical and aerodynamic package, while its straight-line speed made clear that there was no better balance on the grid. Rival teams tried to understand the secret behind Red Bull's success, but the brilliance inside the RB19 was the result of years of refinement, obsessive testing, and a deep reading of the regulations that allowed the team to extract every fraction allowed. Adrian Newey, considered one of the greatest designers in the history of the sport, placed into the RB19 a level of aerodynamic intelligence that would become a reference for the future. The car handled turbulent air more smoothly than its rivals, kept airflow clean in sensitive areas, and exploited the ground effect with remarkable efficiency. The suspension always seemed perfectly tuned, absorbing bumps without sacrificing control. The RB19 also possessed a trait that widened its advantage even more: the ability to preserve tires without losing performance. While other teams struggled with overheating, sudden degradation, and difficulties in maintaining ideal temperature windows, the RB19 ran with natural consistency and extended stints with impressive efficiency. This allowed flexible strategies and gave the driver the freedom to push whenever necessary. In long races under intense heat, the RB19 was nearly unbeatable. In rainy conditions, it remained balanced. In qualifying, it showed explosive speed, and during races, it demonstrated absolute consistency. It dominated every chapter of a Grand Prix from the start to the checkered flag. Sergio Perez also helped demonstrate the power of the RB19. Even in moments of inconsistency, he extracted enough performance from the car to secure podiums, wins, and strong results, helping the team secure the Constructors' Championship with a massive margin. The car was so strong that even a less-than-ideal weekend still placed it ahead of most of the field, which further highlighted the greatness of the project. As the season unfolded, the rival teams understood that they were fighting only for second place. Red Bull operated on its own plane, and the RB19 became a symbol of technical excellence. The paddock viewed that year as one of those historical moments in which a team reaches such a precise harmony of talent, engineering, and execution that it becomes nearly impossible to overcome. The RB19 accumulated numbers that will be difficult to match anytime soon, setting records for wins, points, margins, and consistency. Each result strengthened its reputation as the most dominant car ever built for Formula One. When the lights went out for the final time that season, the world already knew that the RB19 would not be remembered simply as a champion, but as a masterpiece of competitive engineering. It did not only compete, it redefined the meaning of dominance in the modern era of the sport. The RB19 became a reference, an inspiration, and also a challenge for future generations of engineers. Its legacy remains as the peak of Red Bull's history and one of the greatest achievements Formula One has ever seen.